Yeah, I think it was very telling, and I think a sign of the times as to how all of this played out. And it's interesting always when you're looking at the sporting context. It's kind of not quite public life in the same way that politics is, but nor is it private life or the private sector. As these things might play out otherwise in the corporate world. But what I found very interesting was that here we had someone who, at least in terms of some key deliverables, whether it comes to winning the most recent World Cup or a successful victory in the most recent Ashes series, he was doing very well in terms of certain aspects of his performance, and I think everyone would agree. Yet he found himself very much under pressure for a sustained period of time. And from what we understand, that was because of having a lack of support amongst those people who he was leading. And I think this is really significant in terms of what it tells us about some societal shifts that have occurred over the last 3 or 4 years. And I think if you look at, for example, the significance of the Me Too movement, you look at what's happening in terms of the respect at work in the parliamentary context, all sorts of things are giving a lot more weight to employee and, for want of a better word, people power. And I think the thing that leaders have to be very mindful of is the new world is one where you can be doing key parts of your job and what you might think are the most important parts of your job very well, but find yourself unsupported by your board or the people who you report to or are accountable to, because they themselves are concerned about the public scrutiny that might happen if you are seen to be a bully or too intense or whatever it might be. Very alarming for a lot of leaders. And I think while it's a sporting context, I think there's a lot to be taken away and to be focused on from a societal perspective.